Su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong, pero no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong, pero no imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos, me sobran los recursos. Cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. El machete, la tengo arañando las paredes. Facturando emerald verde. Todos los no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan. Huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa por mi cama se desliza. Sus chelas hacen fila, son una bandida, buscan que la les bendiga. Soy el dembow killer, dueño en la máquina, noche en la vasija, más el edit, mi foto tiene fija. Siento como un buster, todas se me riman. Mala mía, tu gata está en mi roster. Dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Soy Shenlong, mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong, mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Gamaliel, International Flow, John Gama, dando de la mata, desde el valle en las hamacas. Salvi, si les tomas es que le está dando vértigo. All's my life I has to fight. All's my life hard times like Nazareth, I'm stuck on you, up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright. 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 Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright.
So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, big Tyler Glasnow.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Ready to go now. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Michael Harris.
Right down to shoot, and this one is off and running. Ground ball to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Austin Riley.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being...
Muncy. There's one. On to Hernandez. 2.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Matt Olson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's a hit, and that extends the inning.
Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and starting this one.
He brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
And that's in for a strike. Sale measures 6 feet 6 inches, 180 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Out towards left center. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now Teoscar Hernandez. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Conforto getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count.
Runner takes off. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Second inning set to go. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Glasnow back to work. Swung on, belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
He's safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here's Sean Murphy in the dirt, but kept close. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hernandez makes the grab, 1 down. And here is Brian De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Conforto makes the grab. 2 down. And next for Atlanta, Stuart Fairchild. We talk about guys with good. Speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And it stays fair. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Gets it to first. That's the third out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the second. Will Smith to the plate.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
The lefty fires. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they tag him out. Here's Max Muncy. Swings through that one for strike 1. Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountain. As interleague action for you this afternoon, it's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the just about ready to go. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
That's a little bit low. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Poor guy, you know he's trying to help out his pitcher, but he's clearly out of position and commits an error right there. I'm sure he's looking over to his skipper and saying, "Give me some help, man. Get me out of here."
Vladdy needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. That's back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And the Jays score first. It's 1-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. This was a real
just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill in this one, J.P. Sears.
Boog, one of the keys for him is being able to change speeds. You know, the ball doesn't come from a high angle, so it can be a little flat crossing the zone. He needs to create some deception with his pitches. Maybe pause a bit, slow down, speed up, and force this lineup to guess the timing instead of settling into a consistent rhythm.
Xavier Edwards leading things off and takes a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pick.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now, Kyle Stowers. And a big swing and a miss. Stowers, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Fly ball down the line. Butler giving chase. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Edwards gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. And a count now even up. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. No outs. Runner on second. Taps softly to the right side. Tosses to first, and the first run of the game comes across. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Step off and looks the runner back to third now. Next offering is downstairs. 1 away with a runner at third. A bunt, and it's right in front of the plate. Throws to first in time. So up next, Nick Fortes. Runners breaking for the plate. Out to center. Bleday pulls it down, and that is that. Back here at Coors Field, today's starting pitcher, Tyler Phillips. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Miguel Andujar. There's the strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw to third, and he's out trying for three. This is J.J. Bleday. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gets him to chase after that one. One out, bases empty. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Now this is in the air down the line. Stowers makes the catch, and there's two away. Two down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. And a big swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So runner at second, two down. Now at the plate, Tyler Soderstrom. Swings and misses. And that's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Reaches out for the tag, and that's the third out. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conant. Sears back to work. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One out in the second. So digging in, Jonah Bride. And that one is lifted in the air. Andujar makes the grab for the second out. Here's the center fielder, Derek Hill.
The center fielder, number 3, Derek Hill.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
Next offering misses. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bleday has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Stowers sizes this one up, hauls it in, and there's one away. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. That misses, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Max Muncy. Wagaman on the move. Brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Graham Pauley. That one a little bit high. Ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Just missed. That one's in there, and it's 2-2. Got him. And one away in the top of the third. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. Pitch misses there. Ball one. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one hit to right. Butler on his way over. And it's caught for the out. Digging in, Xavier Edwards. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. And that is out of play. And before the pitch, he steps off. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground. And that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Next up for the A's, Miguel Andujar.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First offering, and it just misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. Hill, long run into the gap, but not. Back here at Coors Field, start of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Stowers. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. outside with a breaking ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. 0 for 1 so far. Lopez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 185 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Out to short, Wilson. Slings to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Yeah, the batter now, Nick Fortes. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. Swings through that one for strike 2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that misses off the outside edge. That's towards center. Blade brings it in, and that is that. Back here in Denver, and now the center fielder, J.J. Blade. Left field, way back there. And that one hops the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Langoliers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
A's leading by a run. Makes the catch, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Tap foul at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Next pitch is outside. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Puts a bunt down. Boots it. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Lawrence Butler digs in now. In the air, right field. Stowers on the move towards foul ground. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a slider for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball. Bring the count full. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Pride in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And he swings through that one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So up next, Derek Hill. He's 0 for 1. Popped up. And a foul ball. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Konai leads off first with 1 away. Lays down a bunt to the right side. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. And now Graham Pauley struck out looking his first time. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Eric Wagaman will hit next. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching down and makes the grab. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Max Muncy. Phillips back to work. Check swing, went around. Strike 1.
0-1.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Wilson takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Look out! And it hit him.
First base.
Now, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Brown, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. And that bunted towards third. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Miguel Andujar. Swings through that one. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Headed for the plate. 1 runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the 0-2. Here's the tag, and he's out. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but...
That's down. One hops off the wall. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
The 1-0. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
He takes it on his own, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Hit on the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Kyle Stowers, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one down the line, and foul ball. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
The A's leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one to first, Soderstrom. And he handles it himself for the out. And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Lopez headed for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple. Now the catcher up to hit, Nick Fortes. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a rocket into the outfield. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Conine now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's out to center field. Lede sizing this one up, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Max Muncy.
Now pitching for the Orioles, Number 53, Calvin Boucher.
Foul ball there.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 5.
So up next, Jacob Wilson.
Wilson.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1's
0-1.
the count. Ball, that's down.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Comebacker to the mound. 2 up, 2
Got
down.
him.
Back to the top of the lineup. So here's Brown at the plate. That one misses. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's in there. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Jonah Bride. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Jose Leclerc.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Leclerc measures 6 feet even. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fought off foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. That one missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Back here at Coors Field, leading off, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Stowers. corrals it. And there's one down. So digging in, J.J. Bleday. And the sweeper misses.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And that one hammered. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now it's going to be Shea Langoliers. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 7-1. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Myers hauls it in, 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. And now here is Brent Rooker. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
2 really good
ball,
back-to-back
2 strikes.
sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
1 ball.
That missed by
2
a
strikes.
lot. 1-2 the count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 3. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure. So it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Now here is Xavier Edwards. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, nice grab on the run, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Stowers stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is outside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat.
Ball 2.
I don't think he'll let the next one go.
2-2 the count.
And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. He'll touch them all. It's 7-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. First
Nope.
pitch
Ball
just
one.
misses.
1-0.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Soriano back to work. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double. Next up for the A's, Max Muncy. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball,
Well, you got
2
the
strikes.
hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Man at second. Center field. Hill should have this one. He makes the grab. 1 down.
The batter, number 5.
So a man aboard, Jacob Wilson. Up next for the A's. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's in there.
0-2.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting, third base.
Seth Brown getting ready to hit. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Hill going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now it's going to be Nick Fortes. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers taking his first. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike
0-1
one.
is the count.
Miller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Strike 2.
They just threw that fastball
0-2
by
the
him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ball.
Outside low. Now 1-2. Swings through it for the K. And the Marlins with just 1 out left. Jonah Bride digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And there's a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-2 your final here today. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.